Hello, hello. Alright, back to another day of getting this endless mode done. Okay, so where did I leave off? Yesterday I was working on a new boss. Where was I? Let's get to my to-do list. Here we are. Okay, so boss. Oh yeah, I was working on the boss fight. So let's get to test level here. This is where it was. Let's close off this. So the last time I was putting a shader together for this, I fixed the bug I had the night before. So it's got a shield now, but I need to give it some coloration here. This is Godot, yes. What's everyone working on today? Okay, so the first thing I want to do is you're not using that. Oh, you are using that. Okay, good. Let's give you that name. Yeah, that's blank. Alright, I never used that. You are masked to the character's layer, and you're in area. You have this collision shape covering the whole thing. And let's do flicker. Give you this, alright. And let's do rotation equals random range. Give it a random rotation when it flickers, and flip h equals randi mod by 2 equals 0. So randomly flip it on the vertical and horizontal axes. Flicker. Alright. Alright, so run this, set rate, our min time will be, let's say 0.3, and max will be 1. Let's see how that looks. And then the timer, wait time equals random range between flicker time and maximum flicker time. And then start it, and then we'll just run this in ready. And that should, let's see how that looks in here. I'm too quiet? Wait, why am I too quiet? This needs to be faster. Oh, wait. The random rotation should not be that. It should be 4 times... Okay, so randi mod 4 gives me a value of 0 to... So I want it to times pi divided by 2. 2.0. There we go. Because I want it to be rotated in... Music is louder than... Oh, right. I never turned down the... Here we go. Whoops. There we go. I forgot to turn the music back down. Alright, let me know how it is in a bit. Alright. Okay, that needs to swap much faster. Okay, so the minimum time will be 0.1. Maximum time will be 0.3, let's say. Needs to be faster, I think. Also, I don't know if I like the offset amount. Yeah, must be quicker. Let's try this. That's starting to look pretty cool. Yeah. Alright, let's give it a different color though. You will be, let's set it to visibility, change your color to be like bright yellow maybe. And it is additive. Oh, I think I need to put some glow on this. This game does have Steam achievements, yes. And I'm going to be adding more. I think I need to make it more like jaggedy or something. Or should it be red? Maybe it should be red, like how the lasers are. Yeah, whatever, good enough. And then, so now I need to change its state. So let's see, this laser shield. We'll set it visible. So we have different states. If current state is in states, dot not idle, just put that there. All right, so if it's in the bounce state or if it's in the spin and bounce state, then laser shield should be active. Let's say, I don't know, how am I gonna do this? Let's just say, yeah, might as well just use generic code here. So we're gonna just say function set state spin, function set state bounce. I used to have, I think I know somewhere I have my state machine generator code. It's just like a Python script for generating state machine code. Okay, and then we're gonna do spin process state spin. So in process run each state. All right, so we can set all these, and then I need to actually set the current state equals states.spin, and we need to run exit state. Alright, so we have all my state code, and then I guess in physics process I'll actually run or do all the code. We just match current state to the states.spin, and then we, whoops, then we do process spin dot bounce. And spin and bounce. All right, so that's basic state machine code. And then, what is this? Oh, not set state, process state. And then once we process this, then, so if it's the spin state, we're gonna do this. And also if it's this. So if we're in spin and bounce, we're gonna spin, otherwise, actually it should always run this, I guess. If it's in any of these states, I want it to spin. It's basically always gonna rotate, isn't it, except when it's dead. It's just gonna have the lasers on, I guess. let's see. I guess I need state time. I don't need any of this code anymore. Bar time. I don't know, 5 seconds for that. Bounce for that. Let's do that for each of them, and then in current state equals, yeah, and we'll just say 0, and then I can just update this and we do the next state next time. So when we set a state, we're just gonna, oh, current state time, that's what I want. So current state time, process state, we're just gonna do this. So at the end of every state we do this, and if current state time is greater than, I don't know, spin state time, then we switch to the next state. Switch to the next state, in which case I want to do I guess I need to do yeah, I could just do a script for doing that. We'll just say switch to next state, and then I can just run some calculation for this. Do this, and do this. Bounce state time. Spin and bounce state time here. Okay. You're doing Pat anticipate Endoparasitic reaching a wider audience than Rot Flesh. Yeah. Yeah, I did. It just seemed like something that was going to click easier, and also it's cheaper. And it's more YouTuber friendly, I think. Easier to get into. Thank you, Ali. No problem. Yeah, it's just 3.5.1. Okay, so so spin, bounce, spin and bounce. Skip that, switch to next state, switch to next state. These are all right, okay. So I feel like I could definitely do this some like easier way that doesn't have code duplication, but whatever. So in lasers, these have start laser, here we are. So when I set the spin state, we're going to do for laser in lasers, laser dot start laser. And when this state ends, we're going to do stop laser. About stop makes more sense. All right, so we start the state, start all the lasers. When we end the state, stop all the lasers. And that switches to off state, yes. Oh, if I should just do a check here. If it's equal to laser dot off, then return. That way I could just, I think I could just call this in exit, and then I don't need to worry about writing it every single time. When we exit, it'll just stop them if they're on. And deactivate, let's see, on ready bar laser shield. And this can have a function activate, function deactivate. And we can call deactivate from exit state. Oh, laser shield. Yes, it is. Oh, I misspelled that. Okay, so that gets deactivated from exit state, and then just when we enter, I could actually just say star lasers from, whatever. Alright, so spin state's going to activate those, and the spin and bounce states can do that, and we're going to activate field dot activate and activate it from here. Do you ever use object-based state machines instead of enum-based? It's probably not worth the overhead. I've never used object-based. I mean, I've never had the most complicated state machines. I only use like 4 or 5 states max. I don't know, I've just never ran in a situation I need more. I remember learning about it like theoretically in college when I did my CS degree, but I've never had to like go that far to actually write something like that. I don't know. Usually, I mean, like most situations you can just duplicate code like this and it's not going to affect anything in the long run, and it just saves time. It's just not worth it to do more. Okay, so deactivate on that, switch to next state. All right. Let's do move speed, var move speed equals, let's say 100. And then I need to do like a, what? Oh, that's already defined in parent class, right? So we're gonna do move and collide. You should be on the, no, that's right, we'll do it on move. Let's see how this feels when I do this. So, function move delta, and then I can just run this from every state that uses movement. State bounds, here we are. Move, I guess, I don't know, I could just call this a bounce around, maybe it would be more accurate. Then I do var start move direction to and var start position function ready equals global position start. DLC, I mean, I just call it DLC. It'll be an update. It's nothing. Right.rotated by a random angle. It's free. It's just part of the game. Okay. I don't even know how to do DLC. Like, I don't know how you'd actually implement that. Like, I don't know what's the process. You put the content in the game and then you just paywall it or something, but it's still in the game. I don't really see the point of that. Let's see. So if we're in the spin state, move and I just want to move to the start position. Direction times move speed times delta. Oh, I'll need to track the collision equals that. And this is gonna need start move direction. Okay. Maybe I should call it bounce move direction. Right, and then damage collision. And then I can just handle, if we hit the player, we can damage him from here. And same with that. Okay, For this one, we just move to... I want to move to the center. Yeah, I need to move to the center before we start doing this. Okay. You're using Godot Steam to check if they own it and hide the stuff they don't. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, but... Yeah, or a patch, but that's just too much work. I don't know. It's not worth it to me. Alright, move and collide. Damage on collision, yep. Don't worry about that. Let's move to the start. It's gonna jitter. If distance. Oh, I need to get the distance here. Distance to the start position is less than, no, is greater than move speed times delta. Then we move, otherwise don't bother. So it'll move back to the center, and I'll start the lasers and spin and shoot. Then in the bounce state, it'll just bounce around, and in spin and bounce, it bounces around. It just has the lasers also active. Yeah, it's a weird boss design. I think it'll be fun. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see how this state might be a problem. We'll see. But bounce around is gonna be easy. Let's see, where's my bounce code? I use this so many times, the reflection algorithm, it's so very useful. Don't care about that. Bounce, collision normal. Move direction, okay, that. This, so bounce around, you get this, and we just check. If we hit something, the bounce move direction is gonna be this dotted with the wall normal, or wall normal equals collision dot normal. There. That should give me the bounce. And now switch next state. We're just gonna see if current state is equal to dot spin, and we'll do current state equals dot bounce, and just do this for now. Simple, just so I can test it out. Okay, and let's start in the spin state and just see what it looks like. Same easy as before, probably. You want to learn Godot so bad? Yeah, just try it out. What is this doing? Alright, what state are you in right now? Spin state. Bounce state. Spin and bounce. Oh, I have to actually run that. Hang on. Oh, I have to say if collision, if there's a collision, do this. There. And at the start, it should just stay. Set state spin. Okay, so now it's shooting a laser. I have to dodge around. Oh, what? What? It's not updating the state. Why is it moving around? What is this? What is this? What's going on? So, it's never setting the state. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. Set state bounce. I have to actually use my code I wrote. Spin and bounce. Right. Okay. Oh, why did it switch state so fast? Current state time. Switch to next state. It's gonna say what? So each of these have a state time. Current state time gets set to this, right? It's setting change too fast. Alright, it's in the spin state. And then it immediately switches from bounce to spin and bounce. When I close, it crashes. Do you have any tips for getting into game dev? Your motivation problem, I usually abandon my projects after a week or so. If you are abandoning projects after a week, you should only be making projects that take a week to finish then. Or just a couple days. That way you'll have since you have the motivation to do a week of work, then use that to make things that only take a week to finish. And you're about to go to bed early. Got inspired. Nice consistency. Thank you. Yeah. Talk about motivation. Actually, also, let's see. I think I have a command for this. No, hang on. Where is? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Somebody asked me that ages ago. It's not all relevant entirely, but you can check it out. Balance state, current state. Time increments by this, and it immediately switches. There is the problem. It's like, why is that switching so quick? Oh, I see. I need to put else if. There we go. Wait, yeah. No, wait. I spin and bounce. There we go. There's a fire near your school. There's a lot of fires happening everywhere. Technically, there's a fire in your computer. Okay. This moving? Okay, now it's switched to that. Okay, so first up, I think it needs more movement speed. Maybe 150. And maybe don't have the shield on in the spin and bounce. I think that'll be too hard to avoid. And let's set each state to like 10 seconds and see how that feels on each of them. Okay, so it spins, you avoid them. Is it moving? Okay, it's bouncing. Still way too slow. Wait, why is it so slow? In some directions it's really slow. What the hell? Do I need to normalize this? And in the spin set, let's just see if it's moving. Moving. Bounce, move direction. Normalized. Let's see if that fixes that. How long have you been developing games? Since 2013, summer 2013. Okay, it's not moving. Alright, that's just an illusion that it seems like it's moving. Alright, bounces around. Still not fast enough. And yeah, activate and deactivate don't do anything right now. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. That's looking good. And for some reason I quit the game, it always breaks this. Of coal and coal. Let's do that. Alright, you should limit where you can move in the room because there are times where your body blocks you. Maybe. We'll see. I have to play test and see if it actually happens. Okay, so this is correctly not moving, but I think I want to do this in idle. Function return, maybe? Return to center. Okay. So I have a return to center state. And then I need to be able to set that. And then, okay, so for you, if this, then we do this. Okay, we're not going to damage through movement here. Okay, so you're gonna move to the center. Yes. Oh, I do want the damage script for that. Otherwise, the player could just block you. Block it. Okay. So return to center. You're gonna have this on. You're going to lead dot activate. All right. So have the shield on. Return to center, and in the return to center, you are going to. Let's see. If it's greater than that, then move. Else switch to next state. So then switch to the next state. Okay. Alright, so let's say our state order, I don't know. So we're gonna start with, we'll just make a list of all the states you go through. So it'll be state spin, then state dot bounce. We'll do that twice, and then spin, and then maybe spin and bounce. Yeah, my Discord, there's a channel for it. Okay, and then we just do state index. So what we can do here is just say state index plus equals 1, and then match state index modulus by state order dot size, and then match state index, and then just match the states. Spin, then we do set spin. Oh, and then all these should just say set state return to center. So when you're done with each of your individual states, return to center, and then this will go to the next state once it returns to the center. And then let's see, bounce. There. So it should loop through each of these. And we'll start with set shape spin. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is looking cool. It just needs to move a little faster, I think. Okay, now it's spinning. Now it should go to... Oh, now it's going to spin this. Oh yeah, that definitely could... Well, actually, because it can bounce off you. So if it bounces off you... Or maybe that doesn't... It's not counting that. Maybe it should just be the two states. I don't know if I like having spin and bounce as a state. I think it'll be hard enough if I just do the two. Also, it's like... Doesn't feel like it's moving as fast as it should. I think there needs to be some idle time on it. Okay, so we'll just do spin, and then we'll do bounce. And then we'll do var center idle time will be equals 2. And then, so you get, or let's say you get 3 seconds of idle time. Huge inspiration to beginner devs. Cool, QWERTY, good luck. Yeah, a few buddies and you made a generic mod loader. Currently it's rolled out on Dome Keeper is next. When I add mod, I do want to make, I would like to add modding support. I don't know how though. I've never like looked into it, but how does it work? Is it like an open source like MIT thing or something? Let's see. So in here, process this. If our move position is greater than that, if our move position is greater than that, then else. If we're at the center, then current state time plus equals delta, and if the current state time is greater than the center idle time, then we switch to the next state. So it should let me idle, and let's, might as well keep spinning. And I might as well just put this into if current state does not equal states dot dead, then we do that. So if we're not dead, we do that, and then I can just have them all spin. Okay. Okay, so it shoots that. Done. Okay, now it's gonna move. Oh, I think the fact that it spins throws it off. Yeah, and you do bounce off this, which is cool. Alright, now it's gonna start shooting lasers. Yeah, I think this is good enough for a simple boss fight, especially considering how difficult this will be. And I'll have to add a way for spotting like ammo in. Maybe it shouldn't spin when it's in the bounce state, I wonder. And we'll have to do a boss health bar. Okay, so let's get the shield properly working, and let's see. So activate, it's gonna say show. It's gonna say hide, deactivate, and active equals false. And then function, I don't know, physics process get overlapping bodies for body in that var hurt rate equals, let's say we can deal damage every, I don't know, whatever, 1 second, 2 seconds. All right, the shield can deal damage every 2 seconds. All right, var damage amount, and let's say it does 10 damage. Every 1 second it deals damage. All right, and then var hurt time equals that. And if hurt time is less than or equal to 0, then we run the hurt code, okay? And hurt time minus equals delta. And if we hurt something, then we set, where is it? Laser damage, all right. If the body has the damage method, has method damage, and it's in, and dot is in, no wait, and is not equal get parent, just in case. If I put some other NPCs in here, why is this throwing an error? End of statement after what? Oh, if, there we are. If it has damage, then we do body dot damage, and we send in damage amount. And let's look at player. This player script is way too big. What? How do you hurt something in this? Oh, okay. Where is it? Here we are. Hurt. Okay, what about on enemy? Alright, so on enemy it's called damage, and on player it's called hurt. I think. What? No? Oh, it's called hurt on both. Okay, I'm getting my scripts mixed up. Okay, alright, so it has a hurt method and it's not us. And then we run that and we set hurt time equals to hurt rate. There. I could just set it to be really small, yeah. If active and that. There we go. Let's see if that works. Okay, shouldn't be doing anything. Okay, now it hurts if I touch it. Okay, so it's hurting me every 1 second basically when I touch it. Okay, cool. Maybe it should move towards me instead of a random direction. That would make more sense. So when I set state bounce, we need to set, do we have a reference to the player? I don't think so. All right, bounce move direction. Don't care about that. Set state bounce. Okay, so I guess I need like a player reference. Tree.get. Okay, so bounce is going to be position dot direction to the player position. Alright, that makes more sense. And let's full screen this. Oops. Oh. But if it's aiming in a certain direction, it'll just get stuck going back and forth. I should probably add like a random amount to it or something so it doesn't do that. Rotated by, alright, so let's rotate this by negative 0.1 to 0.1 maybe. Oh, there. And I really want faster move speed. Come on. Rotated by, oh, there. There we are. Alright, give me faster move speed, maybe 250. Maybe it should bounce and come straight back at you. Every time it bounces, it moves towards you. Like pushes off. That works. It feels like its movement, like speed, keeps changing. Alright, let's get the using G. I don't know, whatever the default GD script is I'm using. Thank you, Death by Zombie. Alright, let's this should be hurt. Then I guess I just need to have the same like tracking thing. Var hurt time. Var hurt rate and var damage amount. Say 10. If we're colliding and hurt time is less than equal to 0, then we check if we hurt something, call dot hurt damage amount, and we set the hurt time to be hurt rate. There we go. So I should only be able to get hit every like second. Oh yeah, it's not GDScript 2.0 then. Yeah. Oh wait, I need to actually. Yeah, is it an illusion because of the way it's spinning? Or is it like... Okay, so it's every 1 second it's working. I think it should probably go faster. Hurt rate should be 5, and I'll just have it do less damage. Same with the shield. That would make more sense to me. There's some hard speed variable. Yeah, it's hard coded. It shouldn't be able to change. Yeah. It should like. I feel like it should put some effect on me though. Oh, I know. I could put the like particle effect on me. When I take damage, I could just show it. Have it emit or something. A separate one. That could work. Let's see what this displays. Bounce around. So bounce, move direction. And called by that. Print this. This needs to be in parentheses again. Dot length. Let's see what this is. Bounce state, come on. Alright, yeah, it's moving at the same speed. I think it just has to do with that it's spinning and it just makes it look weird. Yeah, I think that's all. It's just spinning, so it looks weird because of that. If it spins kind of in the opposite direction of its travel, then it'll look weird. That's a fun part of development to watch. Well, that's cool. I'm mostly streaming because I find it helps me work harder if I stream. Oh, I do not want damage on collision. I don't do just that. I never enjoyed watching streamers program, but I know other people like it. And I also, every time I stream, I feel like a bunch of people comment like, oh, that was useful. I learned how to do a bunch of stuff. And I think that's useful just for like Godot, because there's a lot of like random things nobody knows about. Like I feel like every time I see somebody do something in the engine, I'll learn like some random tricks I never knew about. Okay, so we got the basics of that. Now I feel like there needs to be some like spawn points of something. You just listen while you do your own dep. Yeah, I think a lot of people do that when they watch programming streamers. I used to do that for a bit. Spin that, and then spawn biomass. So I need a state for this. Let's see. Okay, so I'll just do function spawn biomass, pass and then switch to next state. So spawn biomass, we're just gonna call spawn biomass. So it's just gonna spawn some biomass in all directions, and we put this in here. So let's say it does 2 cycles of this. 2 cycles, and then it spawns spawn biomass, and let's call, and I'm not using that, I don't need that anymore, and start fight, we'll do this, there we go. Okay, so when it spawns biomass, I'll just put this for testing purposes right here, and I need to get, I have a enemy spawner script, and I can access this. Spawn enemy by name, okay, at a random position and rotation. So I can just do get tree dot call group enemy spawner, and the method will be spawn enemy by name, and we pass in biomass and biomass position. That'll be a vector 2, and then biomass rotation, get float. So we pass in that name, that position, and that rotation, and then how many to spawn. Biomass to spawn at once. Let's do, I don't know, 5. Every round it'll do 5. So for I in range, that we're going to call this spawn in 5. Okay, and then we go to the enemy spawner, spawn enemy object. We spawn these in, and then I need to get references to these. Let's see. I put the link in Discord for the mod loader. Okay, thanks. Yeah, somebody posted a tutorial for making mods for my game, but it is very complicated. Yeah, I'll check it out. Thanks. Started using Godot yesterday. Used to be a Unity guy, but you convinced me. There's always so much to love. That was my experience with Unity, or with Godot. Switching from Unity was just everything was awesome, and it felt so good to switch. It was like so many things that were like, oh, this is so fun. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, I enjoy this. And then recently, I had to switch back for a collab, and using Unity was the opposite experience. It was just like, this sucks. I hate this. This fucking sucks. Like, why is this so much work? Let's return. So when we spawn by name, I want to return the instance. Return enemy inst. Let's get a reference to that. And then, so I can call this by name, get the reference to the inst, and let's just get enemy spawner as a reference. Group enemy spawner, and yeah, so for that we'll just do this. Dot this, and then we'll just put in these params. Yeah, that way I can get the equals that, and then on the biomass I can do there is like a grow in. Oh, I don't know where this script is. Biomass u. There's a grow in. Yes, function grow in. Don't spawn anything. It's false. Okay, so it'll spawn in biomass inst dot grow in. Okay, so it will do the grow in animation, so it's gonna spawn these, and it's gonna do how much is, what is the radius of these? It's like 48. Okay, so I need to do like, let's say 60, let's say, all right, we'll say 50. I'll do a 50 radius from the wall. So now on this, I can just do get direct space state for space, get world 2d dot space. Wait, how do we do this? Or is direct space state or something? Direct. There we are. Direct space state. Then we do this dot intersect ray. Finally have this memorized. All right, from our position to let's say var ray direction equals vector2 dot right dot rotated by random range 0 to tau. Okay, so give me a random direction. Don't exclude anything. We're going to do it on collision layer 1, which is the environment. And then we get the results equals that. And if results, or I guess if result would be better wording. If result, then let's get the result dot position, the distance from us, global dot distance to that. Get the distance and dist. Let's see, minus subtract 50, and then do this times dist plus global position is going to be the biomass position. Okay, if there isn't a result, then I don't know, continue. Just don't spawn this one. Somehow we missed the environment. Maybe there's a bug. And then we're gonna drop this over here. Okay, so that gives me a random position along the wall. And then this is just gonna be a random rotation. Let's see. Okay, I mean missing chat. Let's see. Streams are great. It demystifies coding. Before you started, the idea of coding was daunting. Coding is a lot of fun once you learn the basics. It is very daunting when it's just like random technical stuff you don't know and understand. Like, I mean, for me, anytime I have to mess with something new, it just sucks. Like I was setting up a new website recently. Let's see if it's even working properly. Oh, it doesn't work in browser. That's stupid. I'm still like trying to figure out this issue because I don't understand it. But like, see if you go on my Twitter profile, I have a link, right? So here's a website I just built. It's just basic HTML and CSS, right? For my LLC I just set up. And because I didn't want to use WordPress or whatever. And just the process of getting that set up has been such a pain. And it still doesn't work if I don't use www. It doesn't link to the right thing, and I don't know how to set it up. And I don't know if I want to mess with it. Like, see, it doesn't work. I have to do that. I don't know how to set up I did all the tutorial, and I'm just like, I don't want to. It's not fun to learn a new tech, I think. Unless you're following exact step-by-steps or something. But yeah, once you like get into something and get comfortable with it, then it starts to get really fun. And coding, I don't know, there's so many different domains of coding. That's the problem. But game programming is the funnest one, I think, because everything is just so magical to create. Like, you can just watch a thing about ProcGen and like throw it together in like an hour, and you have like randomly generated worlds. Is this my hobby? No, this is my job. Any plans for another Udemy course? Probably not. I mean, it just financially I make so much more of games now. If I were, I don't know, maybe it would be some like simple like 3D texturing stuff, or I don't know, maybe another algorithms course. My AI course was pretty fun to put together. Best advice for someone new to coding: make small games. Start with simple stuff. Maybe roguelikes would be fun. There's so many good like tutorials for making roguelike things, and they're really fun because it's so simple graphically, and there's so many cool algorithms you can do. GDScript is so much more fun to look at than C#. I agree, yeah. There's no syntax. I feel like C#, it's like 90%, or maybe not 90%, like 20% of the screen is just syntax. Oh yeah, I guess I do need a domain for it. It's annoying though. I like to flip it around though. Hosting, I'm using GitHub Pages. You would like another Udemy course, yeah. If I could just like do it like that and it's done, maybe. But they take time. Boss fight phase where a bunch of those rat creatures spawn. That would be so annoying though. If you don't have your gun fully loaded. Maybe if it was like hinted, it's like, okay, there's gonna spawn in 6 right now. Load your gun and shoot them all down or something. Yeah. Here, bro. Hosting with GitHub Pages, domain name registration from Gandhi.net. That's where I originally got like my old website from. And I got it because I was like, oh, I can use it for email also. I don't have to pay extra. I don't know. It just feels nice to use a site that's not Google. But I'm kind of regretting it because it's like more awkward to use because there's not as much resources for it because it's less known. All right, so let's finish this. Okay, so we spawn in this. We're going to spawn all the biomasses, and let's just print this so I know that it's... Alright, so we're going to call these spawn them in, instant them. I think I want to force that they will spawn ammo. Yeah, I want them to spawn something. Because that would suck if it spawned a bunch and you didn't actually get anything out of it. Let's say 4 maybe. That might be too much. Okay, let's see if this works. Should go to there. Let's see. Okay, come on, come on. Oh, that's a long phase. It's 10 seconds, isn't it? Alright, I think I need to lessen this. Wait, what? Okay, it went to... Why did it activate the shield first off? Oh, because it was returning to center. Okay. Spawning biomass is get tree, get nodes in group. It's saying that that doesn't exist. Oh, I didn't add that one to the scene, right? Okay, add you. Yeah, add the item spawner, but not the enemy spawner. Oh, that's not the right script. What's the name of the hunting enemy in the reception area? I just call it the telehunter. Teleporting hunter, right? Do you drink coffee or energy drinks? I started drinking coffee mostly just because my girlfriend likes it and makes me some, just like iced coffee every morning, and it's kind of nice. I don't like to do... Wait, did they spawn in? Why are they so far back? Okay. Well, that's cool. Problem is it's... Maybe I shouldn't be spawning so far. Alright. Let's go to you. Let's give it less of a buffer and put you at the beginning. But it worked. So that's good. Subtract by 20 maybe. How important is storytelling to your videos? I don't think about storytelling that much. Wait, why did it start with that? Wait, why didn't it spawn that? Oh, okay. So that's the problem. That has to go after, 'cause it's not gonna work if it's the first one. Okay, well, let's set the spin time to only be like 7 seconds, because it's kind of boring. Maybe put this at 8. Oh, that's a little too long. I usually think about, like, in my videos, I'm just like, how do I talk about the most amount of interesting ideas? That's the first thing. Like, what are interesting ideas? I want to have like a set number of interesting ideas I can talk about. Did it spawn them? Why are they so far away from the walls? What the hell? Okay. Let's do this. Biomass position equals result dot position. Let's just have it directly be on the wall, and let's put 10 in at once and make this only 2 seconds so I can skip right to it. See what it looks like. Did they grow in? Alright, that one's there. What? It only spawned in one. Okay. Okay, let's see how many it spawns. When you create games, how do you not get intimidated as the game size increases? I talked about it yesterday, but yeah, what the hell? It's just not spawning where it should. It's... what is it hitting? What positions? Alright, I think I need to print these positions. Yeah, the Endoparasitic video, the hook was super good of just like immediately showing and getting ripped off is good. Okay, these... it's all giving the same position. Oh, they're all spawning in the same spot. That's the problem. Why are they spawning in the same spot? Oh, because... what? Why is the position there? Okay, it's redirection time. This should be like times 1000. That's the first problem. And it should spawn this after you get to the center, right? Okay, that explains it. I was dumb. Okay, so I'll get to the question about this not getting intimidated thing. Alright, spawn these. Why did they all spawn over there? I should print... okay, so when this happens, it's doing switch to next state. this one's calling it. Print, I want to print the position, our position when we start this. Actually, I feel like I should just call this already at the beginning. Why? Why isn't that working? What do you mean? Oh, because I'm running this on ready, so it's not going to work there. Okay, whatever. Just have to wait. I mean, I could just do a wait like one frame thing. Problem is, it's just putting them all right in that spot. Okay, so it's saying, let's see, your position. Okay, so it is correctly getting that position. Alright, I'm just gonna stop and pause. Let's see. So it goes here, it's saying back to 2.right rotated by this amount. So it's giving me a perfectly random direction. Then I do, oh right, I need to add our position to that. That's what the problem is. I do this so many times, it's so annoying. Dealing with like raycast stuff, it's such a hassle. Now it should spawn them randomly. Did it? Yeah. No. Okay, I put one over there and I put a bunch over there. Oh, and I put one over there too. Okay. Cool. Okay. Oh, but those could... Oh, no, I force spawn items so they won't spawn an enemy. That's good. Okay. And if it's just a few spawning each time, okay, that should be fine. Alright. Now I can do this and this, and it should give me what I want. I think. Alright, just test this. Okay, so they're growing in. Okay, good. See? That's perfect. Okay, they did exactly what I wanted. So now I'll just put this back. All this code back. Biomass spawn in 4. Put this as the last state. Alright, so it does this for attack states, and then it spawns in, and then that way you can get ammo if you run out. And I have to be able to tell them what they can actually spawn. That'll be on to-do. To-do later. Make biomass spawn by boss. Only drop certain ammo types actually have. Oh, I know, I could use the item spawner for that. That would be easy. Okay. So, you asked, how do you not get intimidated by game sizes that increase in code base and design? Well, first off, you need a plan for what you're going to do. I talked about this yesterday a bit on stream. You need a plan. When you're going to make a game, the order of things you're going to make. So my plan is always first mechanics, right? Base mechanics of the player. So I'd say player mechanics, right? Simple graphics, nothing fancy, just get the base player mechanics, see if they're fun, right? Once you get that in, second, enemy mechanics, right? So implement the enemy mechanics and see, you know, you have a test level and you have the enemy AI and stuff, and you play around with that. Or if you're doing like something else like a puzzle game or whatever, then instead of enemy mechanics you just have, I don't know, the base mechanics, and you'd make a few levels, right? And which is the third thing, right? Make a few levels, right? Just make a few placeholder levels, test it out, try out the mechanics in different ways, see how they interact, see if it's fun, right? I'm not streaming on Twitch right now. I'm just trying out YouTube streaming for a while to see what I think about it, and then I don't know, I might switch back to Twitch. I haven't streamed on Twitch in ages, but I'm just kind of trying both platforms and seeing what I like. So third, yeah, make a few levels, see how it plays around. Then once you have the base mechanics finished and you're trying everything out and you see that it works and it's fun and the game works and it seems like a good idea to keep going, then if it doesn't seem like a good idea, if it's not fun and it doesn't seem like it's going to get fun the more you work on it, then abandon it and start something new. If it is fun, then keep working on it. And so the next thing is going to be getting it to look good, or I guess get it to look good, right? So play around visual styles, something that you can actually do that looks good and that doesn't take too long to make. Get the base visuals looking good for everything you've done before, so the player, enemies, and the couple levels you've done, right? And then from that, you just make a bunch of content, right? And just kind of add on to everything you've done before. Adds, you know, as you're going on, it's like, okay, you have the base core game done immediately, right? In these steps, you've gotten the base core game done and fun. And then you can just add on to that and slowly build. And then it's not intimidating because it's already done. It's being done since, you know, the first month. It's being done and you're just adding more to make it even better, right? You're just building onto an already good foundation. And then it's never intimidating because you're just working with existing stuff. And if you're adding an entirely new thing, it's going to be something entirely separate, like you're making a new enemy or like a boss fight, and that can be its own self-contained thing that just integrates with the existing mechanics. Yeah, that's kind of how I recommend. And yeah, obviously keeping things modular and separated. You kind of learn as you go how to do this. I don't think you need to learn any like specific software architecture stuff or software engineering techniques. Oh, thank you, Silvergun. But it's like, so like for me, example is college. Before I went to college and got a CS degree, I made a bunch of small games and I was just churning out games. Even though I was a terrible programmer, I was churning out tons of small games, lots of interesting ideas, fun little things. And then I started doing my degree, learned a bunch about how to program the right way with like engineering techniques and whatever. And then what was it? Oh yeah, the problem was that I wasn't able to finish any games after that because I just get stuck in the beginning design phase trying to figure out how to have the perfect architecture and make everything really modular, and then I never made anything. So I realized I have to stop worrying about that and just go back to how I was before, where I was actually making games even though the code was bad. And kind of now what I know, I mean, I've just made so many games, I know typically what I'm going to reuse and what I'm not. So it's like, oh yeah, this seems like a system that I'm going to want to reuse in multiple spots, so let's make it modular. And I'll put in the extra work to make it modular because I know I'm going to reuse it, like a health system or something, or a movement system for like characters in the game. I can use that on the player, I can use that on the enemies, you know. But some like one-time thing, I don't care if it has code duplication and it's like some hard connections and whatever, because I know I'm almost certainly never going to reuse it. And yeah, we kind of figure it out as you go. And usually a good rule of thumb is it's like you can do something the wrong way and the wrong way and it's not modular, and then it's like you do a bunch of stuff. Alright, so like you make a thing, use it in your game a bunch, and then you find, oh, I'm using it more than twice or something. It's like I made this one code thing, but then I found out how to reuse the same code over here also, and then I'm also reusing it over here, and then I'm finding I have to change it in 3 spots. Then it's like, okay, let me just go through and make this modular. I can change it later, make it modular, and then fit the modular thing in those spots. And that's a better approach, I think, than trying to predict ahead of time what's going to be modular. Just write your code bad and see where it hurts you, and then just fix it later when it actually hurts you. That's kind of, yeah, that's how you approach that kind of stuff, like the architecture. Organizing projects is the most difficult thing. I don't know. I just use intuition and make a bunch of folders, and then use the search bar. If you got an arm back, is he shredded enough to go emu mode? What do you mean emu? Oh, right, like an emu bird. Well, his other arm wouldn't be shredded. Okay, what am I doing here? So we need to get the boss fight to actually work. So you're going to start in the idle state. You need to have you have the hurt method. This needs to be controlled by, how do I do this on the other enemies? Zombie. Okay, so you have this. There's a blood sprayer script. Okay, let's put you down here. Okay, so I need a blood sprayer. See, here's a modular thing, right? I have this blood sprayer node, so I can just call spray blood and it sprays a bunch of blood decals everywhere. I use this all the time on like every single enemy in the game. No stun on this. I just copy this code. We're not in the dead. Don't have to worry about that. If, okay, I'm just gonna see if we're idle or dead. It does nothing. Health minus equals, oh, this should be damage amount, right? Hurt amount. Oh, hang on. Oh, I didn't think of that. That could be a problem. Because I have, annoyingly, I forgot. So on player, hurt takes a number, but on these, it doesn't take it. There's hurt amount, which takes a number. That might throw errors. Okay, I'll have to check this. If it's in, if it has method that if body dot is in group player, then we're gonna do that. Else we're gonna do body dot hurt. There we go. There's some bad code in here that's leftover from when I did when this was a Ludum Dare project that I should have fixed, but I just never bothered to, and it doesn't affect me that much. When did I graduate from computer science? Did I expect to be successful so soon? I graduated in 2018. No, yeah, summer 2018. Took me a while to get a job. Fall of 2018 started working up to December 2019. And I wasn't super successful. I mean, I was successful in that I was paying the bills and I was able to do what I wanted and had like free time and stuff. I don't know if I expected it. I expected I would get there at some point, but I had no idea how long it was going to take. Any game dev math books you'd recommend to cover all the essentials? Math books. I learned all the math in college just from, I took a computer graphics class, which was super helpful, just for like, because I had learned cross product and stuff in like physics and a linear algebra class, but I don't remember anything from those classes. The graphics class was the only one I remembered because it was actually fun, even though it was really hard. Essentials books. I have one on the shelf, Game Programming Patterns, but that's not a math book. I think there is some book for math, but I don't remember. I'm sure you can just find it on tutorials. I think Freya Homer did one. Let me see. Freya Homer. YouTube. I think shaders, vectors and dot product. Yeah, math for game devs. This I know I've heard recommendations on. It's a good series. But yeah, the main thing is you want to know dot products. If you're doing 3D, you want to know cross products, and then you need to know trigonometry, and then basically, oh, and kinematic equations, all the kinematic equations for physics stuff, and that's basically everything I use. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. I don't know how to use matrices. I don't know anything about matrices. I mean, I vaguely know like the concept of how they work, but yeah, I never use them because I just don't understand them. I should learn them at some point. It would be good. Let's see if this, no, stream element still isn't working. What is my uptime right now? 1.5 hours, okay. Where Jugas? 90 minutes, okay. So I'm halfway done for the day, I'd say. Did I try graphics programming? Like, no, I've never done DirectX or OpenGL. I don't know, I think it'd be cool to learn that stuff, but I've always cared more about making games than learning about how to make game engines. My priorities are, I want to make something new and like a fun, cool, interesting game, rather than retread old ground and make an engine that, it's like, I don't know, it would just take longer to make the games I want to make if I learn that stuff, I feel like. I think it's cool though, but yeah, I don't have any like serious interest in it. Okay, so what was I doing? Okay, so just checking that got all this to work, and then the boss fight itself. I'm gonna trigger this on ignore that. Okay, so we have spray blood. I'm gonna spray blood here if our health is less than or equal to that. We need to do set state dead. I need to get a consistent naming convention for this. Okay, hurt sounds. I don't have any sound effects for this. I guess I should start noting down what sound effects I'm going to need. So I'll have to hire sound designer. 2 sound effects. Beeping. Blobble start fight. Died. Hurt. Multiple. Laser loop. Man, I go lie, some old RPG music is kind of boring. Something else. What is this one most? Oh, that's the title, I see. Trying to find this one track I wanted to listen to. That's not easy to find on this playlist. Hang on. Ah, here we are. No. Oh, I don't think it's in this playlist then. Damn. Oh well. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. If you want to make games, don't waste your time making an engine. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's fun to learn the tech, but it depends what you like want to get into, I guess. If you want to be an engine programmer, then learn that. If you want to make games, don't waste your time. You love the scene at the start of the game where you have to cauterize your wounds. Yeah, me too. Those are my favorite things to put together. Is Endoparasitic my dream game? I don't have a dream game. I just want to make cool games. As many as I can. I have no like specific, like I need to make this. I'd say I've had like multiple dream games, but I don't know. Half of them I abandon. I just lose interest. Let's see, laser. What would be a good programming language to learn before using Godot? Would it be better to pick up a particular language or GD script? Every language is going to be very similar. I mean, if you want to learn programming on its own, I don't know, just pick up Python. You can learn the basic concepts. But you'd be fine just using GD script and then switching to something else if you want to get into other engines or like programming languages and stuff. Let's see. We got start fight sound. It's her. Died. Unlock exit doors. Yeah, these. Okay. Yeah, that's, I think, fine. Okay, so now I need to actually be able to start this. So this will get triggered by like an entrance thing. So let's make room prefab. Now we need to do boss rooms, I guess. Let's see. So let's make a. Oh yeah, that's the song I was like. How are we gonna do this? All right, let's copy you over to here. Boss rooms. Wobble. And hide you. All right. Who's this? Thank you, Lucretius. You ever played Tony Hawk series? I think at like one of my brother's friend's house or something when I was a kid. I don't remember much of it. Making games when no engine existed, so you had to learn graphics. Yeah, it's much easier. Yeah. Yeah, I read a lot of like the history of like game engine stuff, like back in the Doom days and stuff like that. Can imagine. Or like just making everything yourself. I mean, it was probably really fun in some sense of making your own tools and doing everything from scratch and understanding everything that works or how every single thing works. That would have been fun. Let's see. How many lines of code is Endo right now? Find. Where are you saying to run that? I have no idea. Fine. Is that running in command prompt or is that running in like Git or wait? Where would I even run this? Had to Google that to make sure it's safe. Random cockroaches run around. You can smash them with your hand. We were talking the other day about. Is this gonna work in here? Nah. I mean, I could use a command, but I don't know how to switch. I don't even know how to use command prompt. This is what I use for command line on everything. So you just copy. No, not ls. Working. Oh, come on. If I try to paste it in, it doesn't work because all the slashes are the wrong way. That's annoying. Yeah, I'm kind of curious now what it is. Yeah, what was it the other day we were talking about having leech enemies that like charge at you and grab on and they'll start sucking your blood and dealing damage and you have to like actually reach over and grab them to squish them and kill them. That would have been cool to have in the base game. I'm like thinking how I could have done levels in that. As a quote, ease of creation brought a democratization of game engines. I'm sure he has a quote. He has a lot of quotes about stuff like that. Alright, so this is Okay, so the exit door is going to be here. That's fine. So I need to move this up, I think. So let me see, how many tiles wide is this? So this goes one. My lazy way of counting, okay. So each one of these is 8, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 4, 8, okay. Wait. 4, 4, 4, 12, 13. Okay, and then this side is 26, right? Eight, 8, 8, 24, 25, 26, 27. Oh, it's 27 wide. Okay, whatever. I'll just do 28 wide. Okay, move you up. Move you, what is this? Enemy upgrade picker. Okay, so we need this up here. Since we're gonna have this come after the boss fight, you have to choose a downgrade for the next level. Right, let's just move everything down, I guess. Okay, move you, not you, you, and you. And okay, so this is the exit. How many tiles is it? I guess I could just copy this. Be easier. There we go. And just draw this in. May have put this too high. I guess I could just show it after the boss fight. You climb through and then you get that. But that's fine there. There we go. Now I need one more nav mesh. Actually, oh, I guess the boss doesn't need a nav mesh, but it might be handy to have one there. Okay, and then I need one more door. This will open after the fight is over. Oh, I do need to measure and see if it's the right height. So, okay, so it goes up to 316 tall. Yeah, it's about 320 tall. 410 wide. Okay, 320 tall, 410 wide. And then let's just put, I guess I have to put this in a node. Put you in over here. And measure it all out. So you are how tall? That's 320 or 360. It needs to be. What did I say? Maybe 360 tall. Is that right? I guess I can measure floor tiles also. 320 and 410, right? 320, 410. 320, 410. That's about 330. Okay, so that's actually about the right height. But the width needs to be like there. Oops. Okay, is that the right room size? 27 wide. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Oh, no, it needs to be one segment wider. And I don't need the nav mesh to match. Okay, so floor tile map, make that match. There we go. Okay. And this, I guess, needs to line up. And let's make sure that this, okay, I made that unique like it was supposed to be. All right, then I just have to sync up like signals and stuff to make sure everything matches properly. I do think I will put maybe this. Actually, I might have to move that up so I can put another door there that closes behind you. This song is Shining Force 2 Elven Forest. I can just share the timestamp. Pretty much what Godot's, yeah. Main Godot goes south, we just fork. Yeah, you can just fork it itself, which is really cool about the engine. Whoops, I moved my chat to the wrong spot. Here we go. How the hand of the player works in Godot? What do you mean? It just, no Bone 2D. It's just hand-coded IK using the side triangle algorithm. I think it's sides of it because I know the length of the 3 sides. Use that to calculate angles. The hand is its own node that's clamped to a set distance, and when you move the mouse, the offset is applied to the hand of the mouse. Do I spend full time developing this game 40 hours a week? No, probably less. I want to do more work. I don't know. I try to do a minimum of 3 hours a day on weekdays, which can be tough because it's usually like full on paying attention to hard work, not like browsing around and like being bored or going to meetings or something. It's like actual work. What kind of games did I play growing up? What were my biggest inspirations when it comes to game development? I mean, the games I played were mostly strategy, like in RuneScape, I guess. Like a lot of Age of Empires and stuff like that. I don't feel very influenced by the games I played and the ones I make. My game ideas mostly come from like either just playing around with ideas and then, or just looking for weird, interesting things and thinking about how I would do it. I don't know. I mean, this was inspired by Gorilla Tag, right? Do you have any good tutorials for practicing pixel art? No, I've never done any like pixel art stuff. Like studies, I guess. Yeah, dancing. Yeah, all, man, the old RuneScape days. What was the triangle IK algorithm? I forget where I talked about it. It might be in the Endoparasitic devlogs. that I talked about. Or no, if you look at my old Godot tutorials, I talked about it in the one about how to make the limbo spider. The electric spark particle when a bullet hits her when the player touches it. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I'm gonna put that on my to-do. Actually, I forgot to put that on. Let's see, sparks on laser shield. Sparks on laser on hit. Yeah. Yeah, Age of Empires, Civilization 3 I played a bunch of. Okay, so this... Oh, I actually hate the length on that. Yeah, let me move this up. Can I just copy this and it'll like erase what's inside? No. Okay, let's just put this here then, and that way I'll know where to erase. There we go. And then this nav mesh. Delete the wall there. Okay, so that's filled. This one here. So this will get opened on this one. Call open on the boss dying. So this died, connect to, it's gotta be an easier way to do this. Connect these signals. Okay, so on you, open on that. And that is for room door number 2, right there. And then there's gotta be another one. Oh, fuck, I got the position wrong. So move this, not that. And then you will be down here. And make sure it's somewhat centered, I think. Oh yeah, that's centered right there. Okay. That's good. That's all lined up, okay. And then this one will start open, and then on boss on the fight start it'll close, and then on death it'll open. Started and start fight signal. Whoop. Fight started, there we go. And so just connect this. This one we just run close. Where's the door? The door number 3. Run close, and on death, door open. Okay, so basically you'll come in here. When you hit this point, the door will close. Actually, maybe it should be right here. So, okay, so this will not be able to take damage, let's say. You walk in, you come around, and then once you get over to, like, let's say one of these spots, the boss fight will start. That way, you won't have to worry about getting stuck in the door when it opens. And then we just put this here. And then we can do on trigger enter. On player, trigger on player enter. collision. Here it is. With a square. There we go. Okay, and we'll just put it there on that. Then we'll call start fight from this. And here. There we go. Start fight. Okay. Thinking about doing a procedural animation. Oh yeah. Procedural animation is a lot of fun. Why are we designing a level for roguelike mode? I'm making room prefabs that get all randomly joined together when levels are generated. Alright, so now the question is, how do I generate this boss fight? Can I just stick this on the room? In that case, so let's do in the level generation. In here, let's see, when we get room prefabs, we do function get boss rooms and return bossrooms.get children, and let's see, we're gonna do choose a random one of these, I guess. So exit room, we'll just say for generate boss room equals true, and we'll do something with that. So then if there's a boss on this level, then we do that. Room count, room instance. What is this? Okay, so if I is a room count, oh, we want to put a shop if it's that. Get exit room. If generate boss room, we're gonna do one thing. Else we get that, the exit room. So equals, let's say get boss rooms equals that dot shuffle, and actually I know I should store this on the beginning of the level, that way it doesn't use the same boss twice. So boss rooms equals this, and then on ready we're just gonna do this, and then boss it's room prefabs dot that. Okay, so we get that, and then we just say dot shuffle. Okay, so we store those in there. Okay, so let's just get the first one, and we'll say boss rooms. So I'm assuming I've made more than one type of boss fight. I can do pop the front and put it there, and then I can say boss rooms dot push back the boss room, right? So it'll take whatever. So I've shuffled it, so I've put all the bosses in a random order. Take the one at the front, that's gonna be the one we generate, and then put it at the back of the list. So just in case, I don't know, there's a bunch of levels, it'll keep going through and making more. Okay, so then we just say room equals that boss room. Okay, let's do the debug view, and let's see how bad this fails. Okay, I got a bunch of errors. Oh, never mind, that's just warnings, and that's an error, that's fine. Okay, where is it? Here it is. Did I not put this to the right spot? Okay, well, it looks fine. Why is it in the wrong state? Oh, it's starting in the wrong state. Let me see. Okay, so room prefabs, we have it in the center. Check the scripts. You should start an idle. Do not call start fight at the, all right, that might fix it. Let's see how it works. Cut a stream, content a minute. Oh, thank you, fan. Okay, now it's working, and it's spinning in that state. All right, I don't want it to spin in idle. Where's that? Hang on a second. Never mind. Thought someone was at the door. Okay, so I don't want it to spin if it's not in current state is not in that or in idle. There, don't spin. Okay, so it's there waiting. When you open it, it should get triggered when you step past that point. I'll have to test. Let's see. So typically, I should do some debug stuff to make this easier. Okay, if I need better debug settings. Okay, export var debug force boss spawn equal let's say false. Let's just set all these. Debug force boss spawn debug exit door unlocked. What other ones? Exit var force seed equals false. To use that'll be 0. Okay, there we go. So that way I can access this a lot easier. Okay, so this one's going to be equal that, or if force boss spawn or current floor iteration equals that minus 1. So if we're on floor, okay, so if we're on the final floor of this level, show a boss, otherwise don't. Okay, so force boss spawn should work. If exit door is, where did I do that? I have like a bunch of like commented out unlocks. Here we are. If exit door unlocked, then do that. And then finally, if we're forcing the seed, debug force seed and force seed use. Okay. Oh, and then I could do like force debug no enemies or debug enemies have 1 health. Var debug enemies 1 HP equals false. Debug no enemies. There we go. So let's just see, where is enemy spawn? Alright, spawn enemies in room. That returns nothing, right? If there's no enemies, then we just return. And if they all have 1 health, then we do spawn our enemy spawn equals null. Oh, okay, I put this out here. Okay, if debug enemies have 1 HP, then enemy spawn dot. Oh, this should be health or enemy. There we are. Okay. Okay, 1. There we go. All right, now that should make it a lot easier to like debug testing stuff. Okay, so I can do debug view. Let's do force boss spawn, exit door unlocked, force seed, and no enemies. Okay, this, oh, it's not working. This is not, okay, all the, oh, that enemy's there. Okay, so it still spawns rats in corridors if I have that setting. And I'll have to try some different seeds. Get the one I want, okay. Yeah, what's up, Forgotten? How many bosses enemies are reused from the base game versus new? Everything's reused except the Tell Hunter and the final boss. I'm writing custom bosses for this, so I've currently done 1 simple like custom boss I'm going to test. And this is GD script, yeah. Alright, what is this music? Alright, so got that. I need to spawn. Let's make so, yeah, enemies, rats don't spawn. Spawn enemies in corridor. Oh, okay, here we are. If no enemies, then no, don't spawn. Let me just check that worked. And I should do an editor check. Oh, it's me like, okay, nothing spawned, good. Okay. Alright, so there's the spawn point, there's the boss. I'm just trying to get a spawn where it's like you start right next to the boss, and then I can just record the seed for that and use it to like quickly test. This one might work. I go down, right, and then up. That's pretty close by. Okay, let's force that seed and see if it works properly. Wait, what? Why is the seed? Oh, I must have written something wrong here. Huh, it's not working. Damn. It's not seeding properly. Maybe I need to do this or something. That shouldn't matter. It should just like use the one I want. Is it using an integer or is it using... What? Oh my god. Okay, so the randomizer... some reason now the randomizer isn't keeping the same seed. I can't... What's up with that? Alright, let's comment that out. Why is each level using a different seed? How is that even happening? Huh. Is this randomized getting called again? I don't know where it'd be getting called. Maybe it's because I'm using the boss. That's weird. Something broke it. And now it's always randomizing. Every time. Your videos are what YouTube truly needs. Very helpful, informative, straight to the point. Thank you, Arthur. I don't even know what's going on here. Even though I have a custom seed set, it's still randomizing completely differently. Alright, random. It's using random integer here. Why is it just... Huh. I should check. Okay, so if I print... Let's say I call seed1, and I print a random integer, let's say mod by 10. I should get the same number every time. Yeah, I get the same number. So it's something, some like subclass is calling it. Okay, maybe if I put one random, great sense of humor, rich artistic background, explain everything well. Thank you, Arthur. Appreciate it. I try. That's good to hear. That's my goal. Yes, with everything. Let's see. Okay. So it's, so that number's, the second number should be the same every time, but it's not. So that means there's something in here. Let's do a test. I can find this easier. Put this before like every one of these, just every like block I can think of here. Okay, and then let's just like see what happens if I do that. Okay, so we give it the same seed. And it changes there. After the first one is where it changes. They should all be giving the same number, but they're not. That one's giving the correct output. Yeah, okay. Alright, just clear that. So like, it should be giving everything, right? So like, if I were to do that like a bunch of times, right? It gives you the same number sequence every time. So something is calling randomize in here and messing on my seed. Is it here? Okay, nope, it's not in there. Okay, is it in here? Such a dumb way to like such a dumb thing to have to like test and debug. I'm not sure how this even happened. Okay. What? It was the same and now it's not. It just changed from that to that. Why is it the same each time now? So the first iteration was correct of this one. So something in there changed it. Yeah. Something in here for a singular time. Huh. Okay, so something in the load reset the seed. Is there anything else in here that's randomized? What if I put the seed down here then? Put the seed after the player, okay. I don't know, something in the player loading is breaking the seed. Let's just see. If I put it there, so before and after room generation, pretty sure that's where it's getting broken. Yeah, okay. So somewhere in the room generation, you receive a good cut from Steam sales. Where you work? Oh, you're in Russia, damn. Yeah, I do. I mean, it's 70%. It's alright. Alright, let's just see each one. Each one that I generate. So one of these has got to get it. Okay, so match them 83676. No. Wait, 83678. No, it doesn't match after that. 836. So the first 1, 2, 3, 4, those 5, 8. The first 5 always seem to match. 7, 8, 3, 6, 7. Wait, is it? Yeah, the first 5 are always matching. And then something resets the seed. What the hell? Is it something to do with this, I wonder? Man, that was like how I was playtesting things, and now it's like broken. Alright, well, something in this code is broken in it. It's not paid DLC, it's free. What the hell? Where does randomize getting called in here? Alright, what if I just say the room size is 1? Because that's not working now. Somehow the custom seed stuff got broken. I could force it at some point. I like the beginning of each thing I just forced. But, oh well. Let's just see, what if I do the room size is like room count? I can just do this equals 1 or something. What happens if I do that? It's probably not gonna work. No, that's not gonna work. And what if I just turn that off? Let's see. Does that work? Yeah, that does. Okay, I guess I need 2 rooms at least. Just working on like debug stuff to make it easier to play test levels. Let's say tiny level. So if I do this, room count. If we do this, if tiny level, debug tiny level, then room count. It's gonna be 2, let's say. And then down here, just do this. If it's not a tiny level, let me just do that. Debug tiny level. Yeah, I mean it's randomized, which is fine for the final game, but it makes it a pain to play test. I can't like use the same level each time. But now I'm just gonna fix it by I can just force it to be a super tiny level. It's easy to like run through really quick. Hey, what's up, Nimai? Okay, so instant unlocks. Now I can just, yeah, so I just run through and it's like instantly there, basically. And I don't think I want the shop to generate. Else if that. And it was not a tiny level, then do that. Otherwise, we're gonna just do. All right, don't spawn the shop on a tiny level. Oh, I don't think I even need that then. I could just say 0. That should work. Okay, yeah, that just sends me straight to the boss. Actually, I should probably call this, where is it? Debug tiny level. Here we are. Debug boss room only. Here we are. So I just hit that and it'll only give me the boss room. Basically, okay, cool. Yep, that's what I want. And on these exit door, there's this print there. I don't want this print statement anymore. It's really annoying. Okay. There, and this error message, let's get rid of that on the there. If that is not debug boss room only. What do you think about AI and like Chat GPT? I feel like I'm getting that asked every day now. I don't know. It's cool, I guess. Whatever. I haven't used it. Maybe one day I'll try it out, but I don't really care. I'm not like super excited about it. I just like to make things. And if it makes it easier to do the stuff I don't like doing, then that would be cool. But otherwise, it's like whatever to me. I like working with other people also, so having it replace like part of writing isn't a big deal to me. Okay, so let's turn off the debug view and let's try to do this boss fight. Okay, oh, that's broken. Ah, it's fuck. Okay, that has to be something wrong with the level gen then. Nope. Oh, I think it's just this last one that's causing it. Yeah. Something is spawning wrong because of that. This is going to be called endemic mode. Ah, damn it. Okay, so it's something to do with that. So turn off enemies. Force boss spawn. Exit door unlocked. HP. Okay, so that's what's breaking it. Trying to save time. And so I don't know if I set it to 1 room, is that gonna work? Okay, that fixes it. Alright, give me the boss room. Alright, here we are. Let's see. First up, okay, the boss. Oh, I forgot. Alright, I need the health bar. Hang on. Let's do this. To do health bar. I can probably just copy this. I'll need to make like an actual boss health bar node scene. And let's see if. Okay, the door is shut. That's good. Why is it stuck? And I think I need to move that door closer in. Why is it stuck? Okay, it got stuck. Alright, so I need a health bar. Move the door in. Print states for debug. The goal is to grow as many limbs as possible. No, you don't get anything. You don't get any extra limbs. That would ruin the point of the game. Alright, let's put like export verbose equals false. Oh, right, that already exists. If verbose print turn to center. Yeah. Spawn. And I guess on set state dead. I'll just do that. Print. Oops. I need to do this. Okay. Oh, and also on dead, it should set the collision. Damn. Yeah, okay. Remove collision on death. Yeah, you'd have to connect another mouse. That's the reason. You need 2 mouses. I was actually thinking, I was like, I wonder if you could get 2 mouses, because that would make that possible. Thank you, Perry. Cruelty Squad VR is so cool. Can't wait to see other. Is there VR already for that? I didn't even know. Let's see, we're in prefabs. Okay, we'll move you to here. I wonder if that'll. Should I move it into like. No, because then when it's open, you'll be able to see the lines. Hide that, it's annoying me. Print states, okay, you put on verbose, print states or debug, move door in, and we need a health bar, final boss. Let's see. Boss, you have health bar. Okay, I want to save this to, let's see, health boss, health bar. I can just reuse this. Boss health bar. That one I want to make it local though. Health bar, okay, let's do bar max health, bar current health, function set health, current health less than 0, then Alright, so we got that. So what was my code in here for this health bar? What? Where was this used? This used it somewhere, right? Oh, just clicked the wrong thing. Okay. Health bar. Okay, you. What did you do? Okay, so max value, I have to set it to max health. Okay, so we said that we have to hide it at the start. This will be show. Oh, I guess I could just put this in a script. Function show health bar. And then show it value equals that. Okay, so that's how it works. Don't save. Help our value equals that. Oh, I guess that's the only time I need to set this. Okay, there. Okay, so we put this on. Oh, and we need to do set name function set boss name and string, and this is going to go on this. Label.text equals n. Oh, I guess there's no name for it. I guess I don't need a name. That's fine. I'll just do this. And then, am I going to update raw flesh anytime soon? Eventually, not soon. There is like content that's being made that I have to like put in eventually, but it'll take time. And I have other priorities right now. Oh, it's a fan-made mod for the VR. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I mean, Godot's seems like it's very moddable actually. Godot's like, I don't know. Somebody already has mods for Endoparasitic they've been doing, even though there's no mod support. There should be a bug fix actually patch coming out for raw flesh soon though. Alright, set max health. Okay, so I need to put this on you. Plus health bar. Okay, so we need to set your max health on ready dot set max to health. So on ready, that gets set, and then on start fight, this is going to say show health bar. Yeah, and then when we get hurt, then we need to update it with set health here. Set it to health. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So that's going to get run. Let's go in and test and see if this works. Okay. Okay, working. Whoops. Oh, that changed way too fast. Now it's stuck on return to center. Okay, it died. The doors did not open. Oh, I never emit the signal that it dies. That's one problem. Set state dead. Emit signal died. There we go, that's one problem. Why is it... keeps getting stuck. Bouncing there. Okay. Center idle time. Didn't spend enough time there. Oh, I see. I think it just immediately jumps into that because, yeah, I tell it to. What are other things you like suggest do as a break from work and develop? Wait, why am I over here? Oh, this is the test level. Right. I probably should be doing this boss fight in the test level, actually. That would make more sense. I want to test that, all the other connections work, I guess, and then I can just see later why that's not working. Okay. Why is it not bouncing? Just get stuck on return to center. Okay, now everything unlocks. I need to disable its connection. This needs to be worth more money, obviously. And its collision should be disabled. And move to the dead layer. Yeah. And then, yeah. We get upgrades. Yeah. Okay. That works. Okay, so health bar is working. Cool. Just need to, let's see, the zombie, when it dies, what does it do? Come on, run here. Okay, so we set the collision shape gets disabled. Okay, and what else? Is that it? Isn't it get put on a Z-index? Because it's a higher layer, right? I could have sworn I put the Z-index somewhere different, right? Oh, the animation sets it, right. So your animation for death. Somewhere in here is Z-index, right? Oh yeah. There. Goes down to 390, okay. Okay, well, when you die, we'll just set you. Set state dead. We'll just set your collision layer to 0, your collision mask equal to 0, and Z index equals to 390. So now we should be on top of it. I just test this fight. What's up, Frog? Okay. Let's see, is it gonna come at me? No, it always goes that way. Okay, so it's something around its direction code is broken. Alright, and I can crawl on top and go through it. Okay, that's fine. right? So that's fine. Okay, so collision's good. Now it's just that its movement code is broken. Once I get that, I'm done, I think. How long have I been live? What's my uptime? It just doesn't say on OBS anywhere, and my uptime thing is broken. Oh, almost 3 hours. All right, 2 hour 40. Okay. Can I fix this? As soon as I fix this, I'm gonna go, I think. So there's something about, I think I want to just like do a debug draw or something. Maybe it's, oh, maybe I'm setting the start position wrong or something. Start position be set on the start of the fight. That might actually fix it. Alright, let's see if it works. Oh, I think there's something wrong. The direction is also broken. It instantly returns to center. Watch. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, that's what the problem was. It got stuck in the return to center state, not the bounce state. Okay. Alright, now we have an actual fight. Here we are. And then it should spawn those. Alright, moves in. Oh, fuck. Maybe I should like randomize the spin direction or something. Alright, well that's cool. Maybe randomizing the direction it spins might be good. And it returns to center. Let's do... wait, let's put it on you. Alright, spin direction. Let's do... spin direction equals 1. And then when we spin here, we're going to do times this. Every time we return to center, I want to see if... okay, switch to next state. Spin times -1. Okay, so that should let me... and that should let just like randomize it on each state change. Actually, I should just do this in the test level, it'll be easier. Oh, it's not going to start because I already changed that. Oh, I could randomize the start spin also. That's not working. Oh, there we go. Okay, when it returns to center, I think it should not spin. And then it switches. Okay, let's do that. So when it's returning to center, let's not have it spin. And let's have the fight start immediately also. Meh. Maybe it should just... Yeah, because then it just ends up doing the same thing. Spin direction, where's this getting set? So it gets set there every time we... Maybe I should just alternate every time I hit exit state. Oh, but then it wouldn't end up doing anything because this gets called between states. I think every time we go to spin state, it should switch. Let's try that. Set state, spin. Okay. And then, maybe not. Maybe I should check when the next one is, and then it'll switch. Oh, well, I'll play with that later. Or maybe I'll just have it start with a random spin direction. If modded by 2 equals 0, then action equals -1. Okay, so there's 50% chance of spinning the other way in a fight. And I'll have to mess with, I don't know, when it spins. Alright, I think that's good for now. I think I'm going to close. Yes, it will be included in the base game. Yeah. Roguelike mode will be in that. Alright, let's turn off this, and turn off verbose. And this will be the last playtest run through, and then I'm done. Wait, this is the... Oh. I'm gonna put the fight up here this time. Yeah, let's see if it works in a different direction. Oh, I thought I moved this higher up. It's not. Oh, it should switch every time it bounces. That makes sense. Okay. Every time you bounce around, or is it bounce around? That makes more sense. We're gonna do this. Bounce on here. Same direction. Times equals that. That makes sense. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, thanks for coming by, Milestone. Okay, let's test. Let's see. Oh, that looks so much better when I change direction on the spin. That's so much cooler. There we go. Okay, now it is going in the same direction, but that's completely coincidental. Okay, cool. I figured out that. Okay. All right, let's back up all this code, and then Alright, that's all good to go.